Urgent Chiefs Kingdom fan, look at what just happened. Nobody saw this coming, huh? But first, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we bring you daily videos with the latest Chiefs Kingdom news. And don't forget to turn on notifications, so you don't miss anything. Chiefs predicted to add 6'5" disruptor. Alongside Chris Jones, the Kansas City Chiefs appear to have 3 or 4 likely routes that they could go in round 1 of the 2025 NFL Draft offensive line: running back, edge, rusher, or defensive tackle. NFL Network draft expert Bucky Brooks predicted the latter on March 25th, sending Oregon defensive tackle Derek Harmon to the Chiefs at number 31 overall. Finding Chris Jones a disruptive playmate would keep the Chiefs' defense operating at a high level, Brooks reasoned within the mock draft. Harmon's athleticism and instincts could help him flourish in Steve Spagnuolo's ultra-aggressive scheme. Of note, Brooks also had the AFC rival Buffalo Bills selecting a defensive tackle the pick before Kansas City, with Michigan's Kenneth Grant heading to northern New York. Derek Harmon profiles as perfect understudy for Chiefs superstar Chris Jones. Like it or not, Jones is getting up there in age, and the Chiefs must begin the process of planning for his eventual retirement. The 6'5" Harmon has the size and ability to be that prospect that learns under the Casey game wrecker, with the hope that the Chiefs can bridge the gap to the next generation. Derek Harmon projects best as a 3-tech at the NFL level, the 33rd team's lead draft expert Kyle Krabs scouted last November. His movement skills are most impactful when he's playing forward, although he could play as an end on an odd front if he illustrates better leverage discipline. Harmon is likely a rotational defender early in his NFL career before developing into a high-volume snap taker by the end of his rookie contract, Krabs added, which would be perfect in a role starting out behind Jones. More recently, in January, Bleacher Report's Matt Holder described Harmon as an impact starter who can contribute on all 3 downs, especially if he continues to grow as a pass rusher. Holder noted that Harmon's ability to take on double teams is a big part of what sets him apart as a run defender, adding he takes on blocks with good pad level and a wide and sturdy base, making him hard to move. The scouting analyst also detailed Harmon's growth as a pass rusher in 2024, relaying that he has a good rip move that he can get pressure with and has flashed a solid arm over as a secondary move. Jones could surely help teach Harmon much more when it comes to his pass rushing technique and prowess. All in all, Krabs concluded that Harmon is a disruptive presence on the defensive interior who offers an intriguing blend of skills that could play well in several defensive schemes. Insider weighs in on what Chiefs might do in round 1 of 2025 NFL Draft. During a mailbag article on March 26, Sports Illustrated NFL insider Albert Breer weighed in on the Chiefs' draft plan and which position they might target at number 31 overall. Defensive tackle was one of his most likely theories, although offensive tackle could still be in the mix as well. I'd say, if they had their druthers, an offensive tackle, maybe a guy such as Josh Connerly or Josh Simmons, slips to them, and now they throw him in the mix with incoming left tackle Jalon Moore and up and down veteran right tackle Jawan Taylor. Breer began his response, acknowledging, but that's projecting a lot. It's more likely that the best quality of player is available at defensive tackle or running back, though based on the strength of the draft class, he continued. At the former, Michigan's Kenneth Grant, Oregon's Derek Harmon, or Ole Miss's Walter Nolan would all represent really good value at 31. At the latter, assuming Boise State's Ashton Jeanty and North Carolina's Omarion Hampton are gone, Ohio State's Tre'Veyon Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, and Iowa's Caleb Johnson could be options. It does feel like running back or defensive tackle could provide the best value at number 31 in 2025. Pausing this news, just to say that if you want YouTube to keep recommending the latest Chiefs Kingdom news to you, it's very important that you leave a like on this video. Thanks. Now let's get back to the news. Chiefs predicted to sign former Super Bowl MVP. It's no secret that the Kansas City Chiefs have one of the complete rosters in the NFL after going 152, being the number 1 seed in the AFC and even making Super Bowl LIX, losing to the Philadelphia Eagles. One area they really excelled in was the pass rush, finishing the year tied for 18th in sacks 39, 6th in pressures 171, tied for 7th in hurries 59, and 1st in quarterback knockdowns 73. Despite the success, Daniel Valente and Brendan Deg of The Score still predict that Kansas City will sign edge Von Miller, who has spent the previous 3 seasons with the Buffalo Bills. Miller is looking for a new team after his release from the Bills, they wrote. The Chiefs could use a pass rusher to help George Karlaftis on the outside. Kansas City has struggled to get consistent pressure from edge rushers in recent years. At 35 years old, Miller was still productive last season, appearing in 13 games and accumulating 17 tackles, 6 sacks, 7 tackles for loss, 8 quarterback hits, and 16 pressures. Throughout his entire career, he's also proven to be a game wrecker, being named to 8 Pro Bowls, first team and second team All-Pro, 3 times each, and even won Super Bowl 50 MVP honors for the Denver Broncos. Signing Miller could be especially important for the Chiefs after they lost defensive tackle Tershawn Wharton, who had 5 sacks in 2024 but signed a 3-year, $45 million contract with the Carolina Panthers. Details for 4 new contracts clarify Chiefs' current salary cap space contract details for Gardner Minshew, Kareem Hunt, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Jerry Tillery are now available. Going into Wednesday, we hadn't yet learned the details of 8 contracts for newly signed Kansas City Chiefs players, making it difficult to know how much salary cap space the team now holds. Now, however, the salary cap site SpotRack has details for 4 of them: the contracts for quarterback Gardner Minshew, running back Kareem Hunt, wide receiver Juju Smith-Schuster, and defensive tackle Jerry Tillery. Minshew's details were the least surprising. Under the 2-year, $25 million contract he signed with the Las Vegas Raiders last season, he was guaranteed $2 million in salary for 2025. This meant Kansas City could sign him for his NFL minimum salary of $1 million, while the Raiders continued to pay Minshew the $2 million they had promised. NFL contracts sometimes include offset language that allows the old team's cap hit for a released player to be reduced by the amount paid by a new team during the following season. According to SpotRack, though, Las Vegas is on the hook for the full $2 million plus $5 million in dead money from Minshew's original signing bonus. We had estimated that Hunt's 1-year contract would have a cap hit of about $5 million. SpotRack says Hunt is being paid his minimum salary of $3 million, a $110,000 signing bonus, a $35,000 workout bonus, and up to $100,000 in per-game roster bonuses. Since he was on the active roster for 14 games last season, about $82,000 of that final $100,000 will count as likely to be earned LTBE in 2025. That brings Hunt's cap hit for this season to, just under $5,740,000 of Hunt's salary is guaranteed. If he is released, his contract will continue to count for $850,000 against the cap. Before Wednesday, we had estimated Smith-Schuster's 2025 cap hit to be $5 million. That proved to be a little generous. We now know he is on a veteran salary benefit VSB contract where he is being paid his minimum of $3 million plus a $168,000 signing bonus, but only counts $2 million against the cap, the same as a player, with just 2 credited seasons who has been paid the same signing bonus. Tillery's contract was the most difficult to estimate. We believed his cap hit would fall between $5 million and $5 million, but would end up being closer to $5 million. The information made available on Wednesday says he has been paid a $620,000 signing bonus to go along with his NFL minimum salary of $2 million, making his cap hit for this season $8 million. With all this new data, SpotRack has calculated Kansas City's cap space at $1 million, but that is without the contract details for defensive tackles Marlon Tuipulotu and Mike Pennell, cornerback Robert Rochelle, and defensive end Charles Omenihu. We expect the first 3 of those contracts to have little or no effect on the available cap space, but we believe Omenihu's cap hit will be between $5 million and $5 million, probably about $5 million. In conclusion, we now estimate Kansas City's cap space to be between $1 million and $1 million, likely about $8 million. And now, Chiefs fan, I want to hear from you. What's your opinion on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I don't know if you know this, but your opinion matters a lot for Chiefs. You'll be back any moment with more Chiefs Kingdom news.